Back, everybody. We're in the kitchen now with Betty Henry cooking up a delicious maraschino cherry cake. Am I saying that right? How do you say it? How do you say it?
I say maraschino.
Just lay it on me. Okay,
you can say it any way you want to.
Good to see you, as always.
Good to see you too.
I knew I was saying it wrong. Let's talk about this cake. It looks delicious. I know it is, but how do you make it?
It's not very hard to make.
Okay.
And so, it's got a few steps. So to start with, I have 1/3 of a cup of Crisco, 6 ounces of unsalted butter softened, and 1.5 cups of sugar. And I have been creaming that together so you can tell it's pretty creamy and fluffy.
Okay.
And so then to that, I have sifted out and then measured 3 cups of cake flour. And we use cake flour because it's a little bit lighter in this cake. And then 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And that's your dry ingredients.
Is there a difference between baking soda and baking powder?
There is, yes.
Wait, how big of a difference is there?
Well, if it calls for baking powder, you better use baking powder and not baking soda.
I use baking soda in everything.
Well, maybe that's what you are supposed to use. It depends on what your recipe is.
Oh, goodness, I got issues. Okay.
And then your wet ingredients are 3/4 of a cup of half and half, 1/4 cup of the juice off your maraschino cherries, and then a teaspoon of almond flavoring to give it that extra little kick. Okay. And so then what you're going to do is to your cream mixture, you're going to slowly add dry ingredients and then wet ingredients. Go back and forth and begin and end with your dry ingredients.
Okay.
And so we're going to let that mix up a little bit. That'll take a little bit. And then I've also cut 16 maraschino cherries into fourths.
Are those going in there too?
And they're going to go in next.
Okay.
And then before we got on air, I took 5 egg whites and I beat them up really good and stiff.
Over here.
And we're going to put that in next.
Okay.
So we've got our wet ingredients in. And now I'll tell you, this is not going to be a real, it's a pretty dense cake.
Okay.
So you have to know that about your batter.
All right.
It's not going to be real liquidy. So we're going to try to get that mixed up real quick. And then this is your maraschino cherries that I already chopped up. And then you're going to fold in your egg whites. You're going to put this in 2 9-inch round cake pans that you grease and flour both. You can also line them with parchment paper if you want to. I did not. They turn out just fine, you know. And so then you're going to bake it at 350-degree oven for 35 minutes.
Easy as that.
Easy as that. It's not hard at all.
You make it all so much easier than it really is.
It's really not hard at all.
Thank you so much. Can I tell you real quick, thank you for the chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh,
I'm telling you, for Valentine's Day, I think I ate like 20 of those. And I think I ate 10 of them between my work and your place.
I sent some to Mike. Did he get any?
They all got them, and they all loved them. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Okay.